Welcome to the third part of inverse of functions. By the end of this lesson, you will be able to generate the inverse of functions or relation that is given to you as equations. In order to generate the inverse of equations, you have to follow these 4 basic steps. So the first is to replace the f of x with y. You need to solve the equation for x, switch the x and y, then replace the y with the inverse notation. So in this first example, we are asked to generate the inverse of f of x equals to 3x plus 2. So we need to replace the f of x with y in the first step. So y equals to 3x plus 2. Then we need to solve for x. So the way we solve for x is we want to move this this 2 to the left to be able to isolate the x. So this becomes y minus 2 equals to 3x. Then we need to divide by 3 on both sides to be able to eliminate the 3 that is multiplying the x. So now our x is isolated. We have y minus 2 divided by 3. So we now need to switch the x and y. So you are only switching the x and y. You are not changing any other aspect of your equation. So the y becomes the x and the x becomes the y. So this becomes x minus 2 divided by 3 equals to y. So now we need to now write our solution using the inverse notation. And that is the answer. So I need you to practice generating the inverse of a linear function by using this question. So let's assume I ask you to find the inverse of f of x equals to negative third x plus 5. The step 1 says we have to turn the f of x to y. So this becomes y equals to negative 2/3 x plus 5. Then I need to solve for x. So to be able to solve for x, I need to move this positive 5 to the left. So it's going to become a negative. So now I have y minus 5. Okay, then we need to get rid of this negative 2/3 that is multiplying the x. So to do that, we need to multiply both sides by negative 3/2. So we are going to multiply both sides by negative 3/2 multiplied by y minus 5 equals, then we are going to put the negative 3/2. Whatever you do to the left, you have to do it to the right. Okay, so on the right, we see that negative goes in, we see that 3 goes in 3 one time, 2 goes in 2 one time. So we have negative 1 multiplied by negative 1 multiplied by x. So the right-hand side will become x, and that is what we want. Then the left, we can distribute this negative 3/2 into the parentheses. So this becomes negative 3/2y plus 3/2 multiplied by 5. So what I did is negative 3/2 multiplied by negative 5 is going to become positive 3/2 multiplied by 5. So that reduces to negative 3/2y plus 15/2, okay, equals to x. So now I will need to switch the x and y. So you are not changing anything, you are just replacing whatever you see y, you replace it with x. And whatever you see the x, you replace it with y. So that is the inverse. So we can write the inverse that we have to generate is negative 3/2x plus 15/2. So I just want to give you this quick example. So thank you so much, and please remember to subscribe to this channel.